Hello and welcome to part 4 of the Women in Concierge Medicine Podcast, brought to you by Specialdocs Consultants. I'm Terry Bauer, CEO of Specialdocs. We've gathered 5 leading female concierge physicians for a panel discussion on why the concierge model has proven to be an ideal fit for them. It's a great resource for any physician considering a transition to concierge medicine. You can find the entire series on the News and Insights page of our website, specialdocs.com, or on any of the Specialdocs social media pages. What you're about to hear is part 4 of the podcast, where the doctors discuss how they found a sustainable work-life balance through the concierge model. Thank you for watching.
When I graduated medical school at the University of Maryland, it was the first year that 50% were women now. Mm-hmm. And I remember hearing that and thinking, I'm surprised that women haven't been physicians for a long time. Then I got into traditional practice, and then I got pregnant 17 years ago, my first child. And I remember saying to my employer at the time, I can't do this and be a parent. I'm going to miss my kids. And I had a really booming practice. And I said, I have an idea. Let me start at 7 o'clock in the morning and finish at 3. And he goes, no one is ever going to see you at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I said, well, let's see if it works out. And if not, then I'll go back to your traditional model, or it might not work. And I had so many patients that wanted to see me first thing in the morning. I wanted to be home at a reasonable hour to read to my kids and put them to bed and have dinner with them. And if I wasn't going to be able to do that, I wasn't going to be a happy person, and I was going to be a happy physician. And so those were my rules. And once I explained it to my patients, they understood, and they were able to know when they were sick to call first thing in the morning, or no to call me first thing in the morning. And I think that sometimes it's hard to ask for what you need.
Monica, I would just love to echo that really asking for what you need and defining what you need works. For a long time in traditional medicine, I had been some version of part-time, with every iteration of every baby, a little bit of a different version of part-time. And then I was asked to work a little bit more. I was only working 3 days a week when I was asked to convert my schedule to concierge medicine, and I was told I really had to be there 5 days a week. But I actually still work part-time. I only see patients from 9 to 3. And I explain that to all of my concierge patients, that those are my hours. And as long as I tell them up front that that's when my clinical hours are, and there is someone else in my office at 4 in case they need it, they're fine with that. And at first, there was a lot of concern. Would that fly? How could you be a concierge doctor if you're not going to be available 8 hours every day? And it's been terrific. We sell ourselves short when we don't take the time to identify what is really going to work for our schedule. And actually, people still want to see us and still need us. And we can manage a life that works for whatever else is out there, kids or anything else.
Dorothy, I'm going to let you wrap this part up.
So as you guys at Specialdocs know, I have not mastered that skill. Year 1 for me was about kind of building the practice, getting it to work. And year 2 was supposed to be about, or hopefully will be about, finding that balance. So, for those of you who have done that, good for you. That has been a skill that I've always struggled with. I definitely put a lot into my work. I'm in overdrive a lot. That works for me professionally. It makes me thrive professionally. But I do get that at the end of the day, finding balance is really important. Now, that being said, even that I haven't achieved that goal yet, I absolutely feel like I'm in a model where I will. And that is an enormous difference from the past, because I was in an unsustainable model, wasn't really able to do what I needed to do to take care of patients well and keep the doors open at the same time. I transitioned, and now the idea is to find some balance with that and to heed the advice of my colleagues and figure out a time that I want to go home and actually walk out the door. But I feel like the concierge model has allowed me the ability to have that vision. And if you can't even create a vision, you can't make it happen. So I have a vision of how I'd like things to be. It might take some work to get there. But we all have our path. Mine may be very different than others, but I get that we all have a way that will help us thrive personally and be good for our patients as well. So, little different approach.
That concludes part 4 of the Women in Concierge Medicine podcast. You can find the entire series on the News and Insights page of our website, specialdocs.com, or on any of the Special Docs social media pages. Thank you for watching.